Welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. With the latest news and fantasy football insights are your hosts, Howy and Will.
All right, and welcome to the Fantasy Pod. Oh, damn, I just got in my head. Welcome to the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. Couldn't keep the streak going, man.
What's up, guys? You're so close. So close.
We talked about it. That's what happened.
Yeah, right.
We talked about it before, and it got in my head. Oh gosh. So, how was your weekend in football or fantasy?
Honestly, I haven't really had a big chance to really check to see how I did because I was busy all weekend. I was tattooing at a horror convention, so my mind was nowhere near football this weekend, unfortunately. So, how was your weekend in fantasy?
I would want to say the same thing, but I was head deep in the editing of this podcast from last week.
Yeah. Yep.
And sorry if it came late, everybody. That's for last week. It's just we had some technical difficulties with the with some of the software. I had to do different software, and then I found out I needed to do a different type of software because the software I was using wasn't going to work after I edited it once. So I had to re-edit it again. Oh god, it was horrible, but
shit happens, man.
But I have everything set up now, so if that happens again, it should be a lot smoother. I know what to do.
Yeah.
I can get it done a lot faster, hopefully. So, other than that, my fantasy weekend. Oh, I lost a few of my games. I'm pretty much 400. I'm basically 500 on the season almost.
Okay.
For all my leagues.
Probably around there.
Yeah, I'm in contention for playoffs, so that's all that matters right now. It's like you want to win.
I just remembered, I do have big news in terms of one of my fantasy teams. My auction league that I hadn't won a game. I won my first game. It finally happened.
Yay! Let's see. Do I have anything?
Thank you.
We'll see if that even comes through.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it was also very close. Trying to pull up the score right now, but I think it was within a couple points, and it came down to like the kicker and the defense for his team. But I pulled it out finally. Everybody was rooting for me too, and like our group chat, everybody was like, "Yeah, go Will! I got Will in this one."
Well, imagine if you didn't have the kicker or the defense in there, you would have won. Period. You wouldn't have to sweat. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, there was a few more injuries this year or this week.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess we'll just transition right into the injuries and newses. I'm just sticking with that.
Newses. All right.
Newses did the same thing last week too, so almost the same face as you made.
Apparently, I forgot you did it. Still hits the same.
News and notes from around the NFL.
So Deontay Johnson was traded to Baltimore.
Yes. I like that for Lamar.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. And, well, I guess Anthony Richardson gets a long rest now because he's been benched for Flacco.
Yep. And the latest I saw was head coach saying that he's sitting him going forward. So this isn't like a 1 week thing. Like,
no.
They're gonna see what they got in Flacco and see if they can make a playoff push.
It's one thing I'm gonna tap out, and because I have a reason to tap out. But he goes on and tells everybody, I tapped out because I was tired. You're the quarterback of an NFL football team.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're tired. You stay in there and lead your team. You're the leader. And if you're not going to provide that leadership, they're going to go with somebody else.
Yeah.
Go with the veteran.
And that's why, like, I know I liked him in Dynasty. Obviously, that wasn't a good choice, but I was not in on him in redraft because he was going so high. And here we are.
Dude, that injury last year really messed him up.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I never expected him to be good in the passing game. Like, my hopes for him was the fact that he could run so much. Like, I was hoping for, like, a Michael Vick situation. Or, like, early Lamar.
Or, like, early Russell.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Russell was always more of a passer than a runner.
But he still had to get out of the pocket, move a little bit around.
Yeah.
So
I've always seen Richardson as more of a runner than a passer, and that was my hope for him because running quarterbacks in fantasy score more than pocket pass.
Josh Allen, there's a better.
Oh yeah. He has developed into quite the passer. But...
Oh yeah, but his first 2 years was just nothing but runs.
Oh yeah.
Like that was only. Not those type of runs.
I mean, they weren't pretty seasons, that's for sure.
No, not passing wise. Passing wise.
Oh man, we're on top of it today.
Oh my gosh. God damn it, what am I going to say? Oh, you've tuned into the comedy fantasy tailgate podcast.
Yeah, there you
go. Oh yeah, back to the news. Gosh. Oh, these are some Stephon Diggs torn ACL. He's gone for the season. Let's see. Oh, Christian Kirk out for the season, broken collarbone.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Yeah, unfortunately on my dynasty team, I think I'm going to have to cut him now.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to. He wasn't really great before this.
Well, it's like he's an
probably
older.
Good news for Evan Ingram.
Yeah. He's an older player. I've got to trim down the old because I've got to bring in some more young guys.
Yeah.
So,
which it's kind of weird to think of Christian Kirk as like one of the older guys. Yeah. Like in my head, he's still like one of the younger guys, but he has been around for quite a few years.
God, you guys are gonna think I'm stupid. He was on the Carolina. I'm trying to think.
Ooh.
Christian Kirk, or is he Jags?
Currently, he's on the Jags, I believe.
Okay. That's gonna lead me to my next thing. That's what I was hoping. I'm sorry, guys. I should have wrote that down.
He's on the Jags. He started on the Cardinals.
Oh, I remember that, Christian Kirk. The Jags also is saying that ETN is going to be ready for this week.
That'll be good for him. I don't have to go between Bigsby and Ernest Johnson.
Ernest Johnson, yeah. Which in one of my leagues, I think I played him and he did jack squat.
I think I played him in our DraftKings lineup last week.
And CMC is almost ready. They think he's going to be ready around week 10 after their bye.
Yeah, because they have the bye this week, correct?
Yeah.
So they had him doing some like preliminary workouts or drills, like off to the side of the team, so kind of ramping him up to be ready to get out there.
And Jordan Love has a strained groin. Ouch. Brian Thomas has some chest ribs injury. And at first I saw it was like 3 to 4 weeks. I'm like, oh, crap. Or is it 2 to 3 weeks? Something like that. I'm like, damn. And then now he's saying, he's like, it's not that serious. I'm all good.
All right. Well, I mean, I feel like most of the time, unless you're like Deshaun Watson, like they're gonna try to get out there.
Right.
Like,
Well,
no, I'm fine. I can play.
It was like when he got MRI or X-rays or whatever the other day. That's when he said, "I'm good. It's not as serious."
Oh,
So they're saying, well, because it was a chest and rib injury, they're like, yeah, he might be out for a couple weeks. But we'll see if he gets out there.
Yeah.
So, all right. That's all the news I got and injuries that I saw.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything other than that.
Yeah, it was kind of a light weekend. Well, there's still injuries and stuff, but not all injuries we need to cover because we're doing fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
The safety for Miami went out with a ankle injury, and he might be sidelined for 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, we might know, like, oh, hey, they have a guy out, like their defense might be suffering a little bit.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, the big two that I really wanted to hit on were the Richardson benching and then the Deontay trade.
I think I've never seen a quarterback do that before. I mean, well, just tap himself out and just admit that he's like, I'm just tired.
I mean,
tired from what? You're not playing football.
Know your body, I guess. I mean, he did throw the ball 32 times and ran it 6. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Him and everybody, and there's a lot of quarterbacks that's doing that, but they're not tapping themselves out to take out the play. It's like, I just think that maybe the injury just messed him up so much in his head, you know. Now it's just like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Because you obviously, he's got to be thinking that too, you know, especially if he's just quitting.
Maybe it's just a Colts thing, like quarterbacks on the Colts, like.
Oh yeah,
Andrew
Luck just retired without a notice.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, I'm done. It's like,
I mean,
wow.
I am not comparing Andrew Luck to Anthony Richardson. Dude,
no.
Not take that for that. They are not the same.
Andrew Luck could have if he kept going, he could have been one of the best of all time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everybody was already talking about it, like being the next Peyton Manning.
He was good. He just had a 1 year where he was just injury plagued.
Yeah.
And then that must have got to him.
Yeah, he made the decision he felt like he needed to make for him and his family. So I can respect that.
Oh yeah, it's very respectful.
Football.
Oh, I wanted to bring this up. Tom Brady did the Seahawks game.
Okay, how'd that go?
Tom Brady's not that great as a commentator.
I've heard little snippets and clips from stuff that he's done, but I haven't actually listened to a whole game that he's done. What I've heard, I wasn't impressed.
Have you heard of Captain Obvious? Okay. That's what I would label him as. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening, I'm watching the game, and I'm like, well, that was the most obvious statement you could have made. Then it's like, I'm like, that was Tom Brady?
Is he trying to be like Tony Romo informative, but it's just coming off wrong?
Just be the GOAT, you know? Just be yourself.
Right? Go own part of the Raiders, man. Get off that. Yeah. Go be a coach somewhere, coordinator.
Dude, just be the coach for the Raiders. They need you.
Right? I don't know. As part owner, could he be the coach?
Back in the day, you would be able to play if you're a coach.
Well, I mean, Jerry Jones is owner and GM. So.
Right. So part owner, you could possibly get in there and play. Or not play, but coach.
Not like there's a conflict of interest anywhere. You're already
right, he's not a part of the... Are coaches part of the Players Association? No, they're not. I think they're owned by the team. But I would assume that the coaches would be actually employed by the actual team. And the players are part of the union.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, either way.
I don't know the inner workings of an NFL franchise.
Neither do I.
Nor do I want to.
No, I would be one of those. If I wanted to buy a team, I'd be like, I'm a silent partner. I will hire a
team.
I will hire a guy to hire the guys to run the team.
There you go.
So, all right. So let's transition into the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm sorry, I had to do some.
It's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I'm spooky. It's almost Halloween.
Oh, remember when we're done, I need to talk to you about the good, the bad, the ugly graphic. So either way. Since I'm talking, I might as well start with my first good.
Go for it.
My first good is Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
He had oh wait, no. That was gonna be I just screwed that up. Jalen Hurts is a honorable mention. I'm gonna get that out of the way first.
You mean the quarterback one on the week, Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But I had as my first one was CeeDee Lamb.
Okay. Yep.
13 for 17, 2 touchdowns, 146 yards. He kicked butt.
Oh yeah.
So
and they still lost.
Either way, CeeDee Lamb had a good day. If you're a CeeDee Lamb owner.
Anytime I can jab at the Cowboys,
Cowgirls.
Whatever you want to call
them. So you're good?
My first good is going to be quarterback of the Denver Broncos, Bo Nix.
Oh, I almost put him in there.
Completed 28 of 37 passes for 284 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ran the ball 5 times for 4 yards, so not great there, but also ran one into the end zone for another touchdown.
Oh, nice.
Dude is looking good lately.
So, since I already spouted out Jalen Hurts, I have one more good, and that was Tyrone Tracy.
Okay.
He had 20 for 145 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 for 3 for 54 yards in the air.
Nice.
So, and he got more snaps than Devin Singletary, so I'm assuming that they decided that Tyrone Tracy is their number one back.
Get 5 yards to the air, brother. 54.
Was it? Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. Yes,
I heard 54. I don't know if that's what you said, but that's what I heard.
That is exactly what I said because I thought that was a 4, but that's an actual Y. I really got to learn my own notes.
I just looked up his stat line and it said 5, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
I think the key stat is the 145 yards on the ground.
Well, yes. But I was thinking if he added another 54 through the air, like, God damn, dude, good job.
That was damn good.
No, it was fine.
So,
my second good, I'm gonna go with Lad McConkey.
McConkey
Caught all 6 of his 6 targets for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, nice.
And then I did have a third good. Jameis Winston.
Oh, yes.
27 of 41, 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, and I feel like the more impressive part, because it is Jameis Winston, 0 interception.
That's very amazing.
He didn't throw an interception? What the hell? So proud of you, Jameis.
And that was against the Ravens defense, too.
Yeah, like, they won that game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did upset him.
Yeah.
And that is why this week, all my Browns players will be in my lineup. Well, that are the receivers.
Deshaun Watson. No.
Yeah, I'm going to have well, I had that one, oh gosh, what was it? Tillman. I had Tillman on my freaking bench. and I wanted to put him in, but next thing I know, it's 10:05, and I'm like, crap, my lineups.
Yeah.
Like, damn it. God
It
darn
happens.
kids. Do you really need bacon with breakfast?
Is it breakfast if there's no bacon, Howard?
I know. I just started making breakfast and I just lost track of time.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, that's one of the reasons why I lost my maximum effort game. Because I didn't have the right personnel in there. So
We've all been there, man.
So yeah. But Tillman, I've had on my bench since last year.
It's just one of those guys that you keep around just in case.
It's one of those rookies that I popped in there and just say, let's see what happens. And
was he a rookie last year?
I believe so.
Okay.
Either a rookie or a second year player last year. Either way, he's a young guy, and that's what I was trying to find is a lot of young players that haven't developed yet, possibly might develop.
Mm-hmm.
And with Jameis Winston, he looks good to me. So, okay, we're going to jump into the bad. And my first bet is Kenneth Walker III.
Okay.
9 for, I think, 24 yards.
That's right? Not great. Not what you want to see.
Yeah, and 4 for 5, 33 yards. So he didn't score much at all.
I think the Seahawks just didn't do altogether that well this last week.
No, they got their butts handed to them by my other, which that was weird.
Yeah, right? Like, your clothes are very conflicting right now.
It was weird watching the game because it's like I'm
Which
like rooting for both teams.
For?
I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh yeah, yes. Crap.
Right? Like, how do I actually feel?
Yes. Like especially when Josh Allen threw that ball to Dalton Kincaid. He's on my team. I'm like, yes. I'm like, no.
I feel every time the Seahawks and Eagles play, but I think I've mentioned it before last year. I think being at the game, I realized I was more of an Eagles fan now. I was rooting for them more.
I was just glad that it was a blowout. It would have been a lot tougher. It was a close game. And then at that point, I probably would have. Yeah, I probably would have chose the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So, because. And then, I got the Russell Wilson favorite team, which I actually listened to when I was at work, listened to the game on my headphone. I found a Westwood One app. Oh, no. So you could listen to any of the Monday night or any of the games that are on Westwood One for free. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I think they normally have the Sunday night, Monday night, at least. Because I normally Westwood catch them, like, coming on the way home from work. Pop it on the radio.
I was going to grab me a drink and I almost spilled it.
All right, so we are on bad. So,
yes.
All right, my first bad, I'm going to go with Caleb Williams. Completed 10 of 24 passes, 131 yards, no touchdowns. Ran the ball 10 times for 41 yards. So didn't really make it happen in either aspect.
Yeah. All right. My second bad is DJ Moore. He had I think one catch for 27 yards. Damn it, Howard. I suck at writing down notes. I say, oh yeah, I'll be able to know what this is. I'll be able to know.
It's like, can you not read your own handwriting?
Or is it 2 for 7? 2 for 7. Oh yeah, I guess he ran the ball a couple times. Whatever. He didn't have a good day.
All right.
And
He caught 2 of 4 for 27 yards.
oh, the hell did I write down?
And
I
that
don't
was
know. Maybe I was being yelled at that time.
All right. My next bad, I'm going to go with Nick Chubb. Played 61% of snaps, had 16 rushes for 52 yards. Had the ball thrown to him twice and didn't catch either one.
I was actually going to go with Nick Chubb too on one of these. So,
But I mean, when Jameis Winston throws for 334 yards and 3 touchdowns, you don't really need the running back, I guess.
no. Let's see. Do you have any more bads?
I do have one more. I have
Okay.
Chuba Hubbard. 74% of snaps, had 15 rushes, picked up 56 yards. Yeah, and then he caught 2 passes for 15 yards.
Oh, nice.
And that team doesn't
Sorry,
really have anything, so he's kind of all they are, and he didn't really do a whole lot with it.
Before I go into the ugly, I had one more honorable mention for good. All tight ends.
Oh, for all tight ends day? Or was that this
All
week?
tight
Was that
ends
last
day.
week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was this. Yeah, a lot of tight ends were catching touchdowns and stuff.
Yeah, I think there were, what was this at, like 17 touchdowns caught by tight ends this last weekend, and before that, the
Yes.
high was like 7. I could be slightly incorrect on those numbers, but I think that's pretty close.
Yeah. Close is always good with handguns and hand grenades. What?
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yes.
Like,
sorry, guys.
if you're getting close with a handgun, you're not hitting.
It's called a pistol whip.
There you go.
Okay, ugly. Besides my performance on this podcast today.
Let's say that last comment.
My first ugly is Amari Cooper. He went 1 for 2 with 3 yards.
Ooh, bro.
So he wasn't. I would say that was the Seattle Seahawks defense that shut him down. But they didn't shut down anything else.
No.
Okay.
My first ugly, we've kind of mentioned him already, but it's Anthony Richardson. So much so, he's getting benched for probably the rest of the season for a dude that's like 78 years old.
Yep.
I'm being hyperbolic. He's like 40 something. Completed 10 of his 32 passes for 175 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 6 rushes for 45 yards. And now he's getting benched for Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco has turned into that one guy that bounces around and is valuable.
He's the new Ryan
off the bench.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think also Jameis Winston.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy.
Jameis Winston.
The king
I
of
believe
the,
he's.
the hype speech, the pregame speech.
I think he falls under the Ryan Fitzpatrick too.
He's getting there.
So, yeah.
Do you have any other uglies? There weren't too many like really ugly performances this week. I have one more, and it's actually 2 players lumped together.
Oh, okay. I have one, and that's Rashard Bateman.
Okay.
1 for 5, 28 yards.
Yeah. My lumped together ugly was the Saints quarterback, Spencer Rattler and Jake Ainer. Rattler, 12 completions, 156 yards. Ainer, 9 completions, 122 yards. Good thing Derek Carr is coming back.
Oh yeah, they
Every one
definitely
of those
need.
words would come out of my mouth.
They definitely need the car.
Yeah. Those two dudes are not good.
All right. Any other you can think of off the top of your head? Good, the bad, the ugly.
Not
Wah,
really.
wah, wah.
Pretty much.
All right. So this next one, I was thinking we can. I mean, I personally wrote down the top 5 ranked players via one of the sources out there.
Yep.
Not a sponsor, so not saying their name. And I figure we could maybe talk about, since it's halfway through, once the season's over with, where would will they be in the top 5 or be at the top or
Okay.
something like
So I slightly misunderstood that, and I thought that you're looking for who we thought would be at the top of each position at the end of the year.
we can do that too.
Okay. I'm
I
just
mean,
letting you know. So whatever
I
you
just
asked
wrote
me
down
for the one you said, it's coming off the top of my head because I didn't research that part of it.
Okay. I just wrote down the top 5, and it was just like, do we want to know what I have for the top 5 before we go into this?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
do you want to just, okay. What I got is for quarterbacks is Jalen Hurts, number 1.
Okay.
Josh Allen, number 2. Lamar Jackson, number 3. I said that because I just wrote Jax. Joe Burrow, and Jaden Daniels. Those are the top 5. And do you want to say who do you think might be at the top at the end of the season?
Yeah, so I obviously I think Lamar is probably going to stay there. He's probably going to end up being the number 1. I think Hurts will make it up there. And then 2 guys that aren't really there right now, but are close and I think are on their way, are Kirk Cousins and Bo Nix. I think they're both playing really good right now. And if they keep it up, I could see them making a push for that top 5.
Okay. Nice. Not a bad pull. I agree on the Lamar Jackson one.
He's just playing way too good right now. And now he has another weapon in Deontay Johnson.
Yeah. And Josh Allen's up there only because he's had those games where he has exploded a couple times.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to keep having those games.
Yeah. So he'll probably stay within the top 5, but I don't think he's going to hit the number 1 because he's not being consistent with his play. I mean, and with the way the team's playing as a whole, I don't think he needs to be. I mean, you got the running backs going. You got 2 good running backs.
Yeah.
And other than that, you don't have to worry about that. So I'd say Lamar Jackson too. I think Lamar Jackson's headed to another MVP.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Did you say that Baker Mayfield was in the top 5?
No, he was not.
Oh, okay. Because in terms of fantasy points right now, he is the number 2 quarterback on the season.
Really? Okay. As far as the points go.
4-point touchdown. Yeah.
Okay.
Lamar's at 199. Baker's at 189. Jaden Daniels is at 161.
I'm just trying to remember where they had him ranked.
So yeah, top 5 in terms of fantasy points. It's Lamar, Baker, Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow.
Okay. Yeah, I don't need to mess with that. So, okay. Anything else you want to touch on QBs?
No, I think that was it.
Okay, running backs. The top 5 according to these rankings were Saquon Barkley, number 1, Bijan Robinson, the Yeti, Kyron Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't care. I'm going to call him the Yeti.
It's a universal.
Yeah. I think ultimately the top two are going to be up there. I think Kyron Williams might make it up to the top. But
So currently, in terms of fantasy points, top 5 is Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley, Kyron Williams, and Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay. Just a little jumbled up a little bit.
Yeah. I definitely think Derrick Henry's. It feels weird to say that from the same team, the quarterback 1 and the RB1 on the year are probably going to be from the same team. In
Yes.
Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, but it's really looking that way.
Offensively, that team is too good.
Yeah, but you can't rely on any wide receiver for fantasy.
No.
Because
They're only
there
there.
are so many options.
Yes.
And it's a run first.
Yes. Derrick Henry 1 and Lamar Jackson 2.
Yeah, basically.
And then throw 3.
Well, yeah. Passing is the last option in Baltimore.
So your Derrick Henry is what you're thinking?
Yeah, I think he's going to be number 1.
Yeah.
And then I really like Alvin Kamara. I think he'll be up there in the 5. And then James Cook, I think, could break into the top 5.
I agree. We might need to get a third person in here just to disagree with us.
Right?
Because we're both like, yeah, I agree with it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
No real back and forth. Like, got you.
I mean, my only exception is I think Kyron is going to make a push too.
I would agree. I only didn't mention him because he's in terms of fantasy points, he's already in the top 5, so I think he's just going to stay there.
Yeah, I that team is going to get better offensively now since they got all their pieces back.
Oh yeah, Puka's back, Cup's back. Yeah, that team's going to start clicking again.
Yeah, and then with that, you opens up the running back even more.
Oh yeah.
So, there's my devil's advocate.
Ooh, Howard's a Rams fan. Ooh.
No, I'm not a Rams fan. Well, maybe I should be instead of a Pittsburgh fan.
Don't you put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
Coming after you with a scissors kick. Coming after you like a spider monkey.
I love that movie. Oh, so good.
Okay, either way. Wide receivers. Oh my God. Wide receivers. I got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay. And those are just... So the source you found, that's their top 5 rankings for the rest of the year.
That's their rankings. They're not going by points. They're going by their overall. You know how they work.
Yeah. So in terms of fantasy points, top 5, we got Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Currently Chris Godwin, but he's out for the rest of the year. Then after that, you got CeeDee Lamb, and then Brian Thomas. And I'll even put in Drake London since Godwin's out for the rest of the year. Yeah, A.J. Brown is... Well, he's sat out those couple of games, so that's why he's not up there right now.
Like far as points-wise go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to tell me where you have A.J. Brown.
You'll have to tell me where you found the fantasy point rankings at. Later.
It's in the Sleeper app.
Oh, you can actually find it in Sleeper.
Yeah, go to the Players tab and then look at stats on the season, and then click on points. It'll rank it by fantasy.
Okay.
Shout out to Sleeper, not a sponsor, but what's up?
Hey, Sleeper's an awesome platform. And I can't believe. Okay, cool. It's in the Sleeper. I should be able to find it now.
In terms of people staying there, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. I think they're pretty safe to stay in that top 5.
Amon-Ra.
Personally, I like Drake London to stay in there.
Yeah.
With Kirk Cousins kind of clicking now. I do like him finishing up pretty high.
Yeah. I kind of like CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll stay up there.
Yeah.
And I do like AJ Brown, but with him missing those couple games, I don't know if it'd even be possible for him to get up there, really. Because right now he's
Right.
at a very reasonable 69 fantasy points on the season, and Jamar Chase has 135.
That's good. So, okay. So who was your pick again?
For breaking
Number 1.
into that top 5 or number 1?
Number 1.
I'll go with Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
It's hard not to at this point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a bold person. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay.
God, it kind of sucks that I'm gonna. Yeah, it kind of sucks. The wide receiver from Texans got hurt.
Oh, Nico. Oh,
Nico Collins.
He would have been number 1 easy.
Oh
if he
gosh,
didn't get hurt.
yeah.
Yeah.
He just lost 4 games and because he would definitely be in this list, this top 5.
Oh, for sure.
So, all right. Now, the ever fun list of tight ends.
Yay.
I have, once again, these are rankings, not by points. You can give me your points ones too.
Yep.
But they got Kelsey, Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, David Njoku, and Evan Ingram in the top 5 of their rankings.
Okay. Top 5 in terms of points on the season. We got George Kittle at number 1, Brock Bowers number 2, Tucker Kraft at 3, Kyle Pitts at 4, and Trey McBride at number 5. And I'm just going to mention a guy because I think he could finish at probably 3 as Cade Otton.
Cade Otton. Yeah. That list was way different than mine because the landscape of the tight end position has been so different. Because people like Kelsey and some of the big name guys are not doing as well this year.
Well,
they've gotten better the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say with rankings and points on the season. These guys have been doing it, but there are guys that are going to be doing it and are doing it right now that didn't start the year strong. Like, I would love to have David Njoku. He's not in the top 10 right now, though. But I'd still love to have him on my team.
How much would you love to have him on your team?
What kind of trade you talking here? What league is this?
Oh, maximum effort. Because I got Njoku on my team.
Who is my tight end? On-air deal making going on here. I have Trey McBride. I'm good. Never mind.
Okay, sounds good. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Because I have Njoku. I'm like, how much?
Yeah, no, I think I'm good on tight end right now.
All right.
But my answer for a guy that could break into the top 5, I'm going Cade Otton. But right now, George Kittle, he has 106 fantasy points. Brock Bowers has 87.
Ooh.
It's hard not to pick George Kittle as finishing number 1. But I think it'll be Kittle or Bowers.
And with
Ayuk's done for the year.
Yes. With him out.
Debo's been in and out.
Yep. You got Kittle, and I got one of their younger wide receivers too on my team. I'm hoping he gets a breakout moment.
Oh yeah, I mean, good.
Dwan Jennings. I guess he's already had his breakout moment. He just got hurt.
Well, yeah, because there was that time where I think it was I know Debo was out, but I think Ayuk was out a little bit too. So there was that week where Jennings was like the only option. And it was like right
Yes.
before their rookie Pearsall before he came back.
Right. So you're looking at that team, totally different wide receivers towards the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. I don't. Yeah. I think I just agree with you on the tight ends.
Okay.
So
Who do
I
you
think-
think is going to finish number 1?
I Trey McBride, maybe. I don't know. Brock Bowers.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna lock it in. Brock Bowers.
I'd be happy with any one of those guys. So.
So, gotta remember, look at the by points. So now we're gonna transition into our food segment. Let's get cooking. And I chose fast food this time, which is a little harder to do than I expected.
Yeah, and mine unintentionally all came from the same establishment.
Except for one. I have 4 of them. Except for one, it's all from the same place.
Should we just like try to get a McDonald's sponsorship at this point? Because I'm
We
pretty sure we
should.
have 5 fucking McDonald's things.
Oh, Jesus.
I have 3. How many
Yeah,
did you come up with?
I have 3.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
This brought to you by McDonald's. No, I'm just kidding. It's not.
Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. All right, Ray Kroc, sue us. Hey, any publicity is good publicity.
True, but sue's a strong word there, but anyway.
Or give us a cease and desist.
Yeah, there you go.
Then we can go to the news that you're bullying a small town people. Ray Kroc's at it again.
All right. You want me to start or you want to start?
You can go for it. Go for your first.
Okay, so my first, did we explain what we were doing?
Oh, this is our where we compare NFL players to foods or drinks.
Yeah.
And we usually have a category. And this is fast foods.
So my first one, I chose Derrick Henry. And he is the classic, reliable. Some people might be tired of it because it's older, but it's still going strong. And it's a Big Mac.
Oh.
Solid every time. You know what you're getting. Never disappointed.
I have Derrick Henry too on mine. Okay. I'm just going to say my Derrick Henry. But he's not at McDonald's.
Okay.
He's the Yeti. So therefore, he is the Frosty.
Ooh, nice.
Nice, smooth, strong, thick, and always good.
Solid. Speaking of ice cream, my next one is actually it's not a food and it's not a player, but it's an item and it's a team. And I am choosing the 49ers as the McDonald's ice cream machine. Because when it's working,
it's
delicious.
Great.
It's awesome. But a lot of times, that ice cream machine's not working. Neither are the 49ers players that keep getting hurt and sick. You can't rely on it.
Yep. That's a damn good one. All right. So I'm going to compare Joe Flacco
Okay.
Like you were talking about Derrick Henry, he's reliable. Joe Flacco's reliable off the bench. He's a little older, so he's been around for a while. OG. I'd say the McDonald's cheeseburger.
Okay. Yeah. Classic.
Very good when you order
Solid.
him. Very good when he goes in to play.
Probably not your first choice, but still decent.
Not your first choice, but if you're in a pinch, hey, cheeseburger's there.
I like it. Can't really get two at a time. I don't know what that has to do with Joe Flacco, but it's just a fact.
You just got to get the combo meal with the two cheeseburgers and French fries, and now I want McDonald's for lunch. Damn it!
There you go. You can have Flacco and Pittman and down. There you go.
There you go.
All right. My third, I went with yet another McDonald's item. Full disclosure, I've never actually had this McDonald's item. I think it looks and sounds gross, but people love it. And that is the McRib.
Ooh.
It comes and goes. In terms of the bulk majority, people love this when it's here, when it's on, when it's hidden. But then it just goes away for a while. That's
Yep.
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin here.
So much hype. Drafted him at the back of the first, maybe the beginning of the second. And then he's great when he hits. And then he's just gone. And you're just waiting.
Wow, that's that. You got some. Oh, I know how they make the McRibs too. I saw it on a documentary.
I think I'd rather not know.
No, it's yes.
I've never.
But you've never
tempted to
had
buy
one, so.
And I don't want to ever try one. I'll just be honest.
They are delicious, though. If you can
And
get around
that's
with how
great.
they're made.
I would just rather have like a pulled pork sandwich or something.
That's kind of basically what it is. It's just shaped in the form of a rib.
But yeah. Well, and really,
So-
I don't eat fast food a ton anyway.
Okay, my next one. He's really hot. Everybody loves him. I'm
Jimmy
assuming I'm hoping that he would be a little salty when he's in real life. That Kyron Williams is the McDonald's French fry.
Nice.
I got a little weak on that one, but you know, like I said, I had trouble.
I like it.
We should have just called us instead of fast food, just McDonald's.
Right. All right. What McDonald's item really is cool? Yeah, I like it.
And did you have any more?
No, that is all I had.
Okay.
I only came up with
My fourth is Lamar Jackson. Because he's damn good right now. He's been good most of his career. He's the Big Mac.
nice. So we both did the Big Mac.
Yeah.
Same team.
I can't get around the Big Mac. It's the GOAT. Did you know the Big Mac was created to compete with the Whopper?
I think I did know that actually. I heard that somewhere.
I might have told you that.
Strong possibility. I don't remember. I
So
don't remember where I hear things. I just remember weird shit, and then people will say something, and it like clicks. I'm like, oh yeah, I did know that.
all right, we're gonna just jump to the DraftKings.
Do it.
Because we're on our time.
Yep.
Getting close. So,
All right. You want to start, or you want me to?
well, I mean, what was the results from last week?
Oh yeah. You got your ass whooped. Pardon my French. You had 54.12, and I had 95.34.
Wah, wah. That sucked.
Russell Wilson was your highest scorer with 12.82.
That's sad.
My quarterback, Kirk Cousins, scored about half of what your entire team did.
Damn. I must choose wiser.
Yeah. We'll see how this week goes. What am I, like 4-1 on the season now?
Yeah, I've lost.
That's all right.
That's
New
okay.
week, new start.
I'm hoping I have a better team this week. I was just riding the Russell Wilson hype train, and
You tried.
yeah.
How many was your highest score?
I don't know what happened to the other guys though. It's just one of those weeks for them.
Well, your flex play, Alan Lazard, didn't even play the game.
Awesome.
Jordan Mason went out.
True. So I just had a bad week.
It happened.
So, all right.
You want to
You
go?
wanna
Or you
go?
want me to go?
I'm gonna pull mine up real quick. I'll go. I'll go first. If you ain't first, you last. All right. So I'll start with my quarterback, Jalen Hurts, at $7,800.
I almost did, but I didn't like my lineup with that high of a quarterback. So I went with, I've talked about him a couple times already this episode, Bo Nix at 5,900.
Nice. My first running back, Alvin Kamara, at $7,800.
I'm gonna jump in and say I also have Alvin Kamara at $7,800.
My second running back is Nick Chubb at $5,800.
I do not have him.
No, you don't.
All right, my second running back is Chase Brown at 5,900.
Nice. Okay, so are we going to do all three running backs together? Or wide
We have two
receivers?
running backs, so we
I
did.
mean, or the three wide receivers together?
I think that's what we've been doing.
Okay, so my first of three running right. God damn it. Calvin Ridley. Take a deep breath. That's $5,700, Calvin Ridley. And second wide receiver, Darius Slayton at $4,800. And C. Tillman of Cleveland. I don't want to make up a name for him. I was going to say
Cedric.
Charles Tillman. Oh, Cedric. Okay. That would have been wrong with Charles, you know. Cedric Tillman at $4,300. It's my wide receivers.
All right, I have Malik Neighbors at 7,500. Romeo Dobbs at 5,700. And I have rookie for who's probably going to be the wide receiver one on the Carolina Panthers now, Xavier Legette at 5,300.
Legette.
I got to throw the ball to somebody. I know it's Bryce Young, but he's got to make some completion.
So I really scraped the bottom of the barrel with this one. Tight end.
Okay.
Noah Fant at $3,600.
I looked at him because I was trying to save some money, but I couldn't do it.
I mean,
You say 3,600?
3,600. Yeah, and it's that helped me get my next guy, my flex, Travis Kelce, at $6,300. And then my DST is the Saints at 38.
All right, my tight end. He seems to be a fairly regular play on and off for me. K-Dot at 4,500. With the injuries there, Baker, got to throw this to somebody. And my flex, I scraped the bottom of the barrel here. 3,500. Tim Patrick to stack with my Bo Nix.
Wow.
And then I also have the Saints defense at 3,800 because they are playing the Carolina Panthers and Brighton.
Cool. Yeah, and it's such a $3,800 is such a. I mean, yeah, they're playing Carolina and they're at $3,800.
Yeah, well, and actually they are the most expensive defense. Like the Bengals are right underneath him at 37.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what I did this week. I just kind of just went through and picked a few things, and like I said, I ended up having 700 extra. So I went and changed. I think I had somebody else in at running back. I had someone cheaper at running back for Alvin Kamara. I decided to go with Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I had to go with Kamara. Like, again, the Panthers, he's going to get all the work.
Yeah, if Tillman does what he did again this week, he's not going to be as cheap next week.
Oh, yeah. I tried to get the Jalen Hurts and then either A.J. Brown or Devonta Smith stack, but I couldn't decide between the two. And then, I was just too much money in those two players. I was like, no, I got to switch that up a little bit.
Yep. All righty. All right. Good luck.
Yeah, hope you lose.
And then we're going to wrap this thing up. And hey, good luck the next week. Remember, put your players in the actual positions for Thursday night game.
Even if they're going to be your flex play, don't play them in the flex.
Yeah, play them in their position. That way you have the flex play open to flex.
Into the game.
And make sure you get your lineups in. Don't be like me, wait till the last minute and then forget that it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you have someone like Cedric Tillman on your bench and he blows up and he could have won the game and you didn't.
Would you have really started him, though?
Actually, I was planning on starting him.
Oh, okay. Well, shame on you.
So
really quick. Is there the Germany game? That's the last international game. Is that happening this weekend? No. November 10th.
Okay.
So remember that for later. November 10th, there will be a game in Germany. But remember to say your lineup before that game.
So
I mean, it is a Giants Panthers. Might not be playing anybody. So never mind.
Remember to like us and comment. Give us some questions. Let us answer some questions, even if it's funny questions. I don't care. I mean, geez, let's get interactive. I know there's people listening, and we almost got close to a dozen people listening now.
Yep.
There's like 9, 10 people following us now.
Yeah, on the YouTube, I think.
On the YouTube, yeah.
So old.
I can't get into Spotify's podcasting. It's just weird. Maybe that could be. I mean, I wonder if they're going to try to tie Spotify in with, or the Spotify for podcasting in with Riverside and combine the two.
Maybe.
Eventually, I don't know.
But anyway.
Yeah. So that being said, everybody have a good week. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe to help us continue to grow. Also, follow us on our socials and join us again